Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. It is pretty fun. We're doing a lot of fun stuff. I am excited to introduce a couple of cool new things and talk about kind of what's been going on. And yeah, I'm just excited to have you all here. And thanks everyone for coming in right away. And please do feel free to add any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about into the chat, and we'll get to that. Pretty quick. So I'm not drinking coffee today. I should be drinking coffee, but it is 9 o'clock here. I'm very excited. Hey to Beaverbuck. Hey to Ryan Mitchell Pixler, and I'm pretty dang excited to be here myself. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys some cool things real quick. We're going to start this thing in the background so that we can get going. 1 second. Cool. So now I am going to start this. Let's see if I can add to stage. There we go. So this is a cool new thing that I've started, and you're going to see quite a bit of this. I'm going to try and do this as my Friday night thing. I'm going to try and do this more often, a lot more often, so that we can, kind of have more conversation, more fun stuff going on. So right now, with just a couple hours of heads up, I really appreciate you guys getting in here and grabbing ducks. So so we had 367 unique people. So I had some people get 50, 100, 200 ducks. Doesn't matter for this particular instance because it's just the first 1,000, because this is a nice free little game that we did today. And so you can just hop in there and be a part of stuff. So if you missed out on ducks, don't worry. We're going to do this again real soon. And next time we're going to have bigger and better prizes. So what I'm doing tonight is, this is just a fun one. So of all of these people, the person who comes in first is going to get a Ritualist hardcover, the special edition with the interior art and stuff like that. That was only available in the Kickstarter. It still is not for sale. It has not gone out to anyone except people who got the Kickstarter. So if you haven't gotten that one yet, it's a really cool one to get. Otherwise, it is the, since we got to, let's see, we got to 367. Let me see what I put down for the rules on this one. Let me check that event. The event said, so we got, so 100 more people. So we'll have a second prize, second place prize of a standard signed hardcover of Ritualist. So we'll send out one with art, and we'll send out one that's just a really cool signed version. So without further ado, let's get this started, because it is a 20-minute timer. So let's get set. And if you signed up, definitely call out when you see your name in there, because there's a lot of ducks. I'm looking forward to getting the full 1,000 ducks we can do at a time. I think it's going to be super funny to see 1,000 ducks going at a time. So let's start. All right. So the ducks are going, the timer is set, and I'm going to turn off the sound, because otherwise the duck quacking is going to be very, very startling. I don't even think you guys could hear it anyway. All right. So the ducks are going. So like I said, keep an eye out for your name, and let me know when you do see it. So yes, hello to everyone. So again, like I was saying earlier, please do add in any questions or comments you have. Obviously, it has been a wild summer, lots of stuff going on, lots of cool stuff coming out with me. And obviously I hope you guys had a fantastic summer as well. And now that my daughter is back in school and my son is doing his own thing during the day, yeah, we're gonna try and do more fun stuff. And so this is definitely one of those. So in this case, we have released the Quackens, as Ryan said. And Rebecca says, hi, loving Untapped so far. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. Untapped came out as a big chunky book, like, whoa, like closing in on 600 pages with this absolute monstrosity of a book. And the next book, Unmapped, is definitely looking like it's going to be pretty big. I'm halfway through what I would consider a standard book, and I'm not even to the midpoint of my outline. So I'm a solid It's going to be a big chunky book. It's going to be a real big book. So I hope that everyone is okay with that. Cody, who says, "Man, I missed signing up for this." Don't worry, we're gonna do another one. It's not gonna be next week. Like the actual ducks are not gonna be next week, but I'm gonna be at Dragon Con. So next week I will be at Dragon Con in Atlanta. So if you are in the Atlanta area, definitely feel free to let me know, and I'll see. Like I'll post my schedule and let people know where I'm going to be throughout the day. If that's a thing people want to do, is meet up or have something signed or just chat and grab a coffee. However, I'm good with any of that. So let's see. Cody Gulag. Yeah. Cody Gulag says, "Nice. Finally caught you live again. Good to see you. Good to see you too." That was something else is with how few people, I say few, but like we got like 50 to 100 people in the morning, like when I'm doing my coffee with Dakota. I wanted to do some more stuff in the evening too, like late enough that people are off of work and able to attend. So thank you guys so much for showing up. 9 o'clock Central Time on a Friday night. So, yes, thank you. I always appreciate a good joke. uh, good. Cool. So yeah. So let me see. Was it only last week that Untapped came out? Man, oh my goodness, it has been a heck of a year. I think this year I am at, that was my fourth book that released. And then I have another one coming out in just 2 or 3 weeks now. And I believe that one is going to be Rob Punzel. And I think it's going to be, if you guys haven't started the Damsels of Distress series yet, I definitely recommend it. It is super fun. The the one coming out next month is about Rebecca Punzel, who needs to go and fight her way through the kingdom and climb a battle, like the kingdom's battle tower, to win the prince as a prize. And I think that it's going to be really, really fun for people to check that out. If you want an overpowered MC, that's definitely the one to start with. So absolutely. Let's see. Oh, Ethan Fike says, "There I am. Hey, cool. I saw you right away." Okay. Oh, Tyler sees his name. Good. Untapped is my traveling list next week. Oh man. So yeah, Untapped was great. It was it wrapped up a lot of things. It opened a lot of new doors because this is the start to the U arc, right? So it's going to introduce some issues, resolve some things from previous books, but mostly it is, that each 3 book is kind of a contained story. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the background, but this one really sets up the next 2 books, I think, fantastically. So if you haven't got a chance to get in and get Untapped yet, definitely pick it up. If you want a signed copy, of course, come to mountaindopress.com or just meet me at Dragon Con in a week. And please feel free to come in and leave reviews. I would absolutely love that. It would be amazing and very, very helpful. It would do a lot for me. So if you feel like leaving me an awesome review, I would deeply appreciate it. So thank you. Okay. Yeah, please guys, put in some questions. Realistically, I'm just here to have conversation, have some fun, and give away some books because it has been, like I said, a long summer. Lots and lots of writing this year, which has been super fun. Lots of cool things. And I'm just excited to see you guys have some fun. And I want to hear about your experiences with the books and what's going on. So Andrew says, I lived Rob X Punzel. I assume you mean loved, because if you lived it, that'd be even cooler. And you're going to have to tell me how to do that, figure that one out. I'm so glad you liked it, man. Either you're either a patron, or did it already come out? Am I out of my mind? Now I'm going to have to go and look at that. I don't think so. I think I'm correct. Yeah. Yeah. That comes out next month. We're good. For a second, I was like, am I wrong? Okay. Now I'm going to have to share this screen because it's really cool. If I can remember how to do that. Let's do oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, okay. Good to know. I can't do that while I am sharing the ducks. That's okay. I'll just tell you about it. It's really neat. So it's Rob X Punzel. So it starts An Oath of Secrecy power beyond compare. Too bad it's all snarled in her hair. Just so fun. Anyway, I'm not going to read the whole blurb, but the tagline for this book is "There's no greater crime than possessing treasure without the strength to hold on to it." Oh yeah, it's so good. I'm really, really hoping you guys come in and love that. Jennifer says, "I'm glad I caught you live. I think we'll check out Damsels when I finish Untapped." Please do. It's really good, and the really great thing about that series is that the each individual book is a standalone story. Like, it's a complete standalone story within itself, and so you don't need to read any of the other ones in the series to get a full story out of it. So but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background. Now, this isn't something that I've talked about much, but essentially, the series is connected book to book to book by the bad guys, right? So by the witches and the coven in the background that's trying to take over the world and destroy the heroes and the fairies and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun to see how those will start connecting as you get further into the books. But again, even without knowing those pieces, it's not going to damage your enjoyment of the story, which is really fun. So, oh no, Robert says, "I want a signed book. Someone at the post office stole it." Oh no. Robert, go ahead and shoot me a message, man. Like we'll get you another book, man. Like, we will absolutely get you another book. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Okay, cool. We'll get you a fresh copy of that book. I can only say it's cool that people love books so much that they're willing to steal for knowledge, but at the same time, it's not great that they're taken from you, man. So yeah, just shoot me a message and we'll get you another one. Thanks for letting me know. And yeah, it's a whole thing. So we lose only about 3% of mail to theft usually, because most of the time people aren't all that interested. They're like, they feel it and they're like, "Oh, it's a book, I don't care," which is hilarious. I think the latest statistic is like 13% of all of America reads at all for pleasure. It was at 16% and it's declined in the last like 3-4 years. So I'm looking forward to us collectively as a community being what absolutely defies those odds. We're going to go out there and make sure to read all the time for pleasure and nothing else. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, definitely come on and hang out and read books. So let's, an actual question. It's cool. So BJ says, "It was great to see you again at Lit RPG Con." Thanks, man. It's great to see you as well. Roman says, "Glad to see you." But Beaver had an actual question. So Beaver is over on YouTube. Thank you for coming in from YouTube and leaving questions, man. I super appreciate that. He says, "How do you keep track of all the information you need to know for writing the books, such as Joe's skills, items, and stats, along with all other things like world building?" Oh, that is a complex answer, man. And I can show you, but I'll probably just tell you it's easier. It's a massive spreadsheet, like with lots and lots of tabs. And when one set of information gets to be too much, that sharing a tab with other information is making it hard to read. I split it off into new, so it just like slowly grows like a cell dividing, which kind of makes sense in spreadsheets because cells. Yes, I can't stop myself. All right, but yeah, so I go in and I make these enormous spreadsheets with all of the information, and I do my very best to track it all carefully. Most of the time, I'm good at that. I also have a lot of really fantastic friends in the community who come in while I'm writing. So I write on Discord every day live, and then they're able to see like where I'm going. I have a couple of really great friends who come in and they just love the story so much that they're like, "Hey, careful, because what you're doing there can contradict something that you wrote in an earlier book," and they know the books so well. It's really, really cool. So like, I think I see Robin here. So hey, Robin, how you doing, man? Talking about you in particular as well. So that's a really fun thing, is knowing that I have people in my corner who want not only the books, but they want the book's success. And yeah, so really, really neat. But yeah, Beaver. So someday come on over to my Discord. Just Mountain Press is here. Let me just grab the link for you. Clicking things. Oh yeah. So I will drop in the Discord link if you want to join. Whoop. You just go here and then just read the rules, which is basically an explanation on how to navigate, and then that's pretty much the rules. Is yeah, be nice. It's cool. But if you want to come in, I write Monday through Thursday when I'm actively writing, and I only have Monday and Tuesday to work on that this week. On Wednesday, I will be in Atlanta until the following Tuesday. So lots of fun. Cody says, what is your process in writing books? How do you keep the story straight and on track? So typically, the first thing I'm going to do is I make a really rigorous outline. So, but as anyone knows, anyone who writes knows, and most people in pretty much any career, the plan that you have set out almost never is what the final product is. So, or in the Army would say the strategy only works until first contact, at which point everything changes immediately. So yeah, I have these huge outlines, but even with as robust as they are, I tend to use them as guidelines. So it's like, hey, I've really gone off the rails because I wanted to explore this a lot more intensely or deeply, or put in more a new like mini game in this crafting thing. And then I'm like, okay, so where do I go from here? That's when I go back to the outline, and I'm like, okay, so how do I make that a nice clean transition back to where I actually wanted to go with this? And then of course, all of that is tempered by rolling the dice, because sometimes what I have planned does not match up with the roll, and then it has to change slightly. So usually that helps me to get back on track later. So yeah, so keeping it all straight, a lot of rereading, a lot of research, and a lot of planning. So if I do that, usually I'm pretty good. I set up 3 outlines, like outlines for 3 books at a time. That's why I do the arcs as 3 books. Because then I have a really solid understanding of where I want to go, and then how I'm going to get there mostly. Yeah. So if that worked for you as a word salad explanation, I'm glad. And if not, come on into the Discord and I will try and give you better descriptors. Let's see. Charles says, I've been wondering where Francine has been for the last 6 books. That's Havoc's daughter. So Jotunheim mostly. So that's kind of the thing with Jotunheim is it is, I think I had it as like 8,000 times the size of Earth. So that's going to be a big thing in Unmapped. Is it is such a massive planet that it is literally unmapped, because anyone going out and exploring, things change so quickly. It's going to be a whole storyline, whole plot line. Don't you worry, you'll see her again. It's great. Nathan says, will we eventually get a side story for Jackson? Possibly. Possibly. Yes, I would maybe do a free, like, not just short story, but like a small novel, like a short novel, and just like put it up, have you guys have that one for free. Because I enjoyed Rexus. It was a lot smaller than all the other books in the series, though, and so I don't like to put a whole canon story in the main series, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Let's see. Jessica says, curious when you plan to introduce your kiddos to your books, and which first. So I love that, actually. So in Divine Dungeon is when I had Grace when I was writing that series, and so she shows up in there. Obviously Danielle shows up in most of my books in some form or another. That's my lovely wife. And then in Untapped, you see my son Michael, who I call Mac. Right. So Mac shows up pretty near the start of Untapped, and it's a tiny spoiler, but you'll see him within like the first chapter or so. But he's Mac, and he's a cheese purveyor, so he's got the cheese wagon, so he's Mac and Cheese, and he's hilarious and adorable. So I hope you enjoy Mac, because it is based off my son, who is adorable and hilarious, but also not a merchant selling cheese. So I don't know how he's going to turn out, but if he sells cheese, that align super well. Yeah, Max Cheese Store. Yeah, be great. Let's see. Yeah, so Robin's right there. So does a lot of plot outlining, does a deeper forgiven book. Yep, and I have yep. So you were right on top of that, man. Appreciate you. Beaver says, "Who's your personal favorite character, either to write in general in Completionist Chronicles?" That's a good question. I really enjoy writing all of my characters at different times. Typically, whenever I'm thinking about them is when they make an appearance. Oh boy, so personal favorite. I really enjoy writing Havoc. I think he's a lot of fun. But Jackson, Jackson is probably my favorite character to write as like the comic relief and the extra guy that comes in and like will really change the tension, change the mood hard. And when that happens, it's cool. But I was leaning on him a little too heavily in the T arc, which is why you won't see much of him in Untapped, but maybe Unmapped. You're gonna have to read on and find out. Let's see. Brandon says, "Are you going to be at LRPG Con in 2026?" I am, in fact. I have already signed up to be not only a vendor but a guest, and hopefully they're cool with that. Things that would help me with maintaining guest status at conferences is lots and lots of reviews on books. So if you guys want to, see me at more conferences and like on stage, larger crowds, more reviews would be amazing. 5-star reviews, really nice things written out. Like you can talk about how pretty I am, things like that, how nice the books are, secondary. Andrew says, "How much of your time is spent coming up with puns?" Basically, whenever I'm not writing, and then every once in a while when I am. So the behind the scenes thing that has been most surprising to the new people that have joined in is probably how much I laugh at myself and my own jokes while I'm working. I really like to slip in these just timeless classic jokes like, "What's brown and sticky?" A stick, right? I like to slip that sort of stuff in because it's humor that anyone can chuckle at. But if I say it kind of carefully enough, it may not show itself as a joke, which is a lot of fun too. All right. Audio listener, have no idea how that mage's name is actually spelled. That's okay. Let's see. Fun. Oh, man. Cell from Book One. That's funny. Yeah. I will have a ton of fun at DragonCon. So we're in the last 30 seconds here, guys. I'm going to quickly run through anything else I can. Keith says, "How can we be sure we're in the race?" So for next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new I start a new duck page every time I'm going to have it. It'll say when we're doing the drawing. It'll say when we're doing like what the prizes are, kind of the conditions and stuff. So after this, I'll make another duck one. It's going to be for the Friday after DragonCon is when we do it. All right, we only have 3 seconds. 2, 1, and the winners are. Whoa, woo, whoa. All right, nice. Whoa won. All right, and then so we have Whoa. Now let's take a look at the final winners here. Oh, right. Sorry, it's over on this side. All right, so this was the shot at the very end. So we have Whoa, who is walking away with the signed hardcover with the illustrations. And then following up is Josh. So Josh Posky is the second place. And so I'm going to send out a signed hardcover Ritualist to you as well. I believe I have your information. If I don't, I'll reach out to you. Thank you guys so much for coming to the first duck race. You're going to see a lot of these. You're going to see a lot of these, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So I'm going to take 1, 2, and 3 just in case I can't get a hold of one of the first 2. I will reach out to the third or to the runner-up. Now, if you didn't win this one today, that's okay. We're going to do this again. Not next week, but the following Friday, I'm going to have another one of these, and then they're going to be a very regular thing. So typically once a week or once every other week, depending on my schedule. And of course, what kind of cool prizes I'm able to scrounge up and get out there for you guys. So thank you for coming to the first duck races. And I will make sure to give you more heads up, like at least a week before you before we do the duck race so that you can get in and make sure that you are in the future, we're going to have, again, free duck races like this, where it is just like a fun thing for giveaway, AMAs, talks like that. Otherwise, we're also going to do duck races for larger prizes. What I'll do with those ones, you can buy ducks, and like, don't worry right now. But what I'm going to do with those, I'm going to have way bigger prizes, and I'm going to give out other things to everyone who signs up. So everyone who gets at least one duck is going to get something to take with them, even if they don't win. So like it's likely going to be like digital art, or like free pass to something or something like that. So that even if you don't win, you're still getting something cool from it. So don't worry, it's going to be amazing. Paul says next prize is a hug. Man, that's a prize for me. Like, come on, like I'm going to see you in a few days, Paul. And yes, I'm definitely going to do that. Brian says, are you working on a twistable mustache? Yeah, well, so this side, so what's really funny is it grows where this side gets twistable and this side goes straight down. Like I can't, like, so I can, yeah, that's great. Cool. Hey guys, thank you all so much for coming today to this AMA duck race. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys again soon, probably about 2 weeks. And yeah, so please go out, read Untapped, pick up Damsels of Distress. I hope you guys love both of those book series. And again, please do leave fantastic reviews. It does so much for credibility for the series, for bringing new people in, for maintaining high rankings, which lets more people come in. And so with your help, we're going to get more people reading books for fun. And so thank you all for this. And I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye now.